Hi guys. So I wanted to do this little video on taking photos because the information isn't readily available. At least it wasn't the last time I checked. And when you're starting out in jewelry, it's like one of the most important things, but it's also one of the hardest things to get used to. Um, this is foam board that came from Hobby Lobby. I think it was like $1.39 for a sheet. And I think this was maybe a sheet and a half. These are actually tiles, marble tiles from, well, I got them from one of my suppliers that I used to do business with. But you can get them at Home Depot, Lowe's. You can get, slates. You can get marbles. You can get limestones. You can get all different kinds of stuff. And then I have just, little things like, I think this was a Hobby Lobby thing, like a flower from Hobby Lobby. And just miscellaneous little things that you can set up on your board, or you can do it based on like the like setup that you want. If you want like a purse and keys and all that kind of stuff. These lights, um, they're actually from a what do you call it? Like Home Depot or Lowe's, or I think I got these at Ace Hardware, and they just squeeze so you can clip them on, and you can they don't come with the lights, so you can choose whatever lights you want, and you just clip them on the edge here, and then I have four of them, which is quite clear. So I know some people recommended putting a film over the top of it so that you didn't have direct light on it. It does help to some degree, because if you have a shiny surface down here, like your tile is shiny, which mine is, um, you'll get a reflection of light onto your tile. If your tile is matte finish, it won't do that. So, um, I would say, unless you're going for a shiny look, I would say go for uh, a matte finish type slate or something like that, natural stone. But I wanted white, and marble was the whitest I could get. Um, as far as cameras go, this little camera, I don't even know if you can see it. It is a Canon SX610HS. This one I don't think is available anymore, but there's newer versions of it. And you can see you've got a nice camera or a nice image here, so you can see it. And this little thing pops out. And it does take macro photos. So when you're trying to take a photo of something this big and make it clear, you can't even see that. But like this big, well, you're probably never going to see it. Anyway, it's a little itty bitty ring. And you're trying to make it clear. You want a camera that can take macro pictures. Um, I hate this camera. And the reason why I hate this camera, I like the camera, but I hate the red. So the problem with the red is if you take a picture with this camera, certain pieces or certain items that you have will create a red glare of sorts onto the metal. and it makes the metal look weird. So, not a great camera to take jewelry photos with. But I am using it now because my Canon camera, this is actually a Canon EOS, and I broke it and I took it to a camera shop to have it repaired, and they were horrible. Like 3 weeks later, they still didn't really have a clue. So I have to send it in. But I love this camera. Now, part of the problem with this camera is the cost. So if you're just starting out, you may not want to put that kind of cost into it. The camera comes with this lens, which is a standard lens. It's not a macro lens. If you go to a macro lens, the macro lens and the adapter that you need to use the macro lens costs as much as the camera. So I would say on average you're looking at about $1,000 to $1,200 in camera costs with this, where you can probably pick up a small PowerShot type camera for a couple $100. So if you're trying to keep your costs low when you're very first starting out, definitely go to an automatic digital camera. Just don't buy a red one. Buy a black one or a white one. And that's pretty much it. You can do, let's see, these lights are like $15 a piece. So you've got about $60 in lights, about $5 in foam board, and maybe, I don't know, a couple dollars, couple to 10 for, tiles if you want to use them. Prop things, you can kind of collect those from around your house and do it that way. But I have done this setup since I started, and that was 16 years ago, and it still works today. I really don't change anything. Occasionally I'll change out this tile if I want a different look, but I'm pretty happy with the white. So it works. Oh, and then bulbs. So I think these bulbs, God, now who knows? But these bulbs I think were like $4 or $5 a piece. So let's say five, that's $20. So you got about $100. You could do the board, duct tape. White duct tape was what I used to put the board together. I just cut it down to the size that I wanted and ran the duct tape along the edge. So maybe $100. If you had to buy a camera as well, maybe $300. $350, somewhere around there. I think that's it. I hope that helps. And if I forgot anything or you have any questions, just leave them down below and let me know. Thanks. Bye.